right here, clear off. Yeah, you there, out of the tavern. It's closing for a while. Why, yes, I do have the authority. I'm the sheriff in this here city. Well, why didn't you say so? Tell you what, I'll tell you the tale while my boys clear this place out.
So, we're being told to flee yet again, it looks like, on this episode of Rowboat Talk.
At least it's a short trip.
Yeah, that's true.
A lot of running.
No, we're brave pirates. We don't, okay. It's
A
true.
true pirate runs from danger to live another day.
You know, you might be right about that.
The true pirate faces danger from the glory.
Didn't you run from danger, Grumbo?
Yeah, hold up. You literally abandoned your friend, running from him.
I was a true pirate back then.
Well, at least you are now. So now we've got a whole rowboat full of true pirates.
1, 2, 3, 4. I mean, right?
Yeah, true pirates.
You start at 0 when you count. There's 2 of us. 0, 1, 2.
Oh, yeah. We didn't learn math in college like that.
It's okay. I'm very smart when it comes to math.
0, 1, half, and 1.
There's this other way of counting that I learned where you start at 5 and then you count and then you go to you go from 5 to 2 and then back up to 10. So there's actually 10 of us in this rowboat. Oh, that would be why Grumbo thought there were 3 of us on that ship on our original
you must
boat.
have been using a different form of counting.
Yeah.
We're talking about this again.
Well,
Speaking of the ship, do you guys remember what we were actually doing on that ship?
yeah, we've
No, we
gotten
were
so
going treasure.
sidetracked. I mean, weren't we? It was a passenger vessel, right?
No,
No.
it was a treasure looting vessel. Supposed to.
No, it was a
Pirate
merchant ship.
No, that can't be. It was definitely a passenger vessel. I wasn't in there for any trading or treasure finding.
No, it was
I
treasure
literally
hunt.
gave people stuff on the island to trade for. I don't know what to tell you.
I literally helped people dig up gold and turkey skeletons, like load up to the ship.
What island did we stop at that you went aboard and you went ashore and got gold?
Freaking sailors
Wait, no,
found
I
me.
was just hammered. Well, I remember. Oh no, I puked on some of the crew. That's what happened.
That doesn't
Oh, I
sound
just
like the best
remembered.
merchant gift.
It was all right.
Really?
wine shares
You're gonna
backwards.
try to convince me that they actually appreciated that.
Hey, what are you doing? Wait, Foxy,
from my
what are you
local
doing?
Island. Remember I told you about vomiting or something?
Foxy, why aren't we going to the island?
What?
Yeah,
Is
No, we are. Because we are. It's right there. See?
Why aren't we turning towards it?
We're facing it right now.
Foxy,
See, you're
Go
just
there
using a
right now.
different. You're just doing a different form of
we want to get there
direction,
so we can make
take of
campfire?
orientation.
Get some.
Like much like the.
Campfire. It's getting cold out. It's freezing down.
Yeah, let's hurry up now.
That's true. It is further south. All right, fine. You guys are impatient. I understand. We've been on the road for a while
Okay,
now.
I want to sleep. I want to be able to get by cozy fire during the night, not the day.
Mm-hmm. I'm like actually really cold. Why is it so cold down here? How do you live? You guys are like polar bears.
It's not really that cold. It's maybe a few degrees colder than the Shores of Plenty.
Actually freezing, man. Where's that campfire?
Well, see, you're used to the temperature from whatever island you're from, the land down under, which is, I'm guessing, scorching day and night. So,
Exactly. It's awesome. I love it. You see,
understandable. Well, at least, okay, we're at Thieves Haven. There's going to be plenty of spots where we can set up a campfire.
Wait,
And-
there's this note in my pocket. It says to go to the North Beach. This is the Southeast Beach.
Oh, I didn't realize.
Fun.
You'll have to forgive me. So, did Duke give you that note, or was it the tavern keep?
I think Duke gave me this one. It says that there's a nice campfire there.
Yeah. Well, I mean, it makes sense. We wouldn't want to just approach without warning, because then the people on the island, you can't trust anyone, as we've
No,
established.
I think it'll be fun.
Are you actually being an optimist for once,
Well, first, I
Reaping
don't think
Davy
there's
Grumbo?
people on this island. Otherwise, they would start shooting us by now.
Rummy deep in Grumbo.
Please,
Campfire.
please do not say that.
I mean, he's not wrong.
As well. Get it lit. It's gonna get
I'm working
lit.
on it.
Alright, I'm excited for this campfire. I haven't had a good campfire in a long time.
Well, I mean, I suppose you can't really have a campfire aboard a rowboat, so it makes sense. Ah, we're not quite safe from skeletons.
Who is this
How does
guy?
guy get here?
Captain Wraith of Martin? I mean, Wrath? God, I'm already hammered.
We've only been around the campfire for about 5 seconds, and you're already stoned.
All right. Well, I'm just.
Well, I mean, there is soul here. Look at this soul in this skull.
All right.
Don't you dare!
Hey, guys.
Don't you dare adopt
Guys.
the mystics.
All right. So I
being
need you
way
to
of
be
being.
quiet. Be quiet. All right. Trust me.
Let's just
Okay.
Why
Kill
would we need to be
skeletons
quiet?
First, kill skeletons first, and then I gather by the fire,
let's just ignore the skeletons.
and I want you to
No, not-
breathe in, close your eyes, and take in. And when you breathe out, take in the wonders and see and the fire.
It kind of sounds like you're telling us to eat this guy's soul, and I don't want to do that.
My shots. Well, it's sunrise right now, so apparently we're too late at night. But might as well get the campfire stories on.
Sounds like a good idea. How proactive of you, Grumbo. This is a good change. I like where this is.
There's still inside. We need to leave at the freaking sunset. I think we can get here plenty of time.
Well, okay. You wanted to tell campfire stories. You must have one up your sleeve. Kick it off, huh, Grumbo?
Oh, once Douglas is good to go, I will.
Yeah, come on, take a seat, Douglas.
I'm getting some.
Take a seat, young Douglas.
I burned the skull, so it like it gives a good aroma.
It smells like people's souls.
It's a good smell. I'll take it.
You got a pig. That's a pig. Just roaming on the beach. Big cutie. Aww.
That is a pretty cute pig.
This is a pretty cute pig. Grumbo! No!
You shot the pig!
No!
You monster!
You monster! I thought we were.
That pig had a family. Probably.
That pig. I don't even know anything about that pig, but you killed it.
I've known that pig my whole life. Might as well have.
Well, let's get some stuff then.
That pig was like a father to me.
He even knows the pixel I basically shot it. Alright, anyway. So this is a story about...
You're really just gonna move on like that? You're not even gonna hold a vigil? You're not gonna have a funeral for the pig?
Cooking it is the visual.
This is its funeral.
What a cruddy funeral. I hope this doesn't happen when we die.
Look,
Just a couple
I
of
don't
just
want
a
to get burned alive. I mean, burned the dead.
well,
couple of
overall,
losers scattered around a fire going like, it was a cruddy guy anyway.
well, anyways,
I liked the pig. I said he was cute.
that's my story.
Grumbo's not even giving the pig the time of day.
Completely ignoring it.
Honestly, how do you sleep at night, Grumbo?
Well, how about this? So, my story starts when me and the group were around before we came to the Sea of Thieves. So,
Okay. Continue.
indeed, so we are on this continent. We're on the shores of we're on the shores of a place known as Sicily, and we're surrounded by what's known as the Adriatic Sea, which in turn
That's a made-up word.
Yeah, this doesn't seem real. But
Think
that's
of
no,
what
thing.
vampire stories are for, you know.
Yeah, exactly.
Indeed. The Adriatic Sea, which in turn connects to the Mediterranean Sea.
A
Yeah,
sea within a
What is
sea?
sea? Why would you put a sea to sea? What kind of idiot?
I was the one who made the map. I don't know.
What kind of geographers are there outside the Sea of Thieves? They don't seem very smart.
Yeah, they sound kind of stupid.
Well, most of them are land-based, not sea-based, so.
Land? What do you mean? They don't have just like really small islands littered everywhere?
Oh no. Massive islands.
Massive.
They have islands as massive as the entire sea.
What? No way.
I don't know about that.
Ridiculously large. That's not possible.
All right, no, it's okay. Keep telling your made-up tale. Go
All
ahead.
Okay.
So me, Oliver, Ragan, and Dari.
Dowry?
I mean, that's a little solar still out there. Dairy.
Dairy.
Yeah, Dairy.
Okay.
We three. Yeah, if you're wondering, Dairy was the one that died in the shroud.
I assumed as much.
So, we four. This is back when we're all still kind of young. Decided to, but we recently got some careers as sailors, and as we're slowly making our way through long, painful hours at sea with a rotten captain, we're slowly making enough money together where we all build a ship and sail away.
Hey, that's kind of like what we're doing.
Yeah, why didn't you guys make a podcast about it?
It's because you didn't have us.
Also, we didn't have we had people with whips.
Yeah, okay.
You had people with whips?
Yeah, so I don't think that would have been a good option.
I mean, you could make a Thieves Haven podcast. I don't have anything against that.
I mean,
I was going to draw a different conclusion, but no, it's okay, Douglas. Keep talking. This is not being recorded.
You know, let's go with the other. Yeah, I'll go with that conclusion. So, anyways, make that canon. The story.
We don't have any cannons. Stop making fun of us.
Anyways, so
We can't fit a cannon in the rowboat. You know that, Douglas.
once we built
Grumbo.
a ship, we decided to sail across the sea until we encountered decided to sail out of the Mediterranean, see what awaited us. We got to the unmapped sea, which was extremely large with no islands in sight. Eventually, we ended up finding one particular island after going through some very thick fog. Once we got there, all there were just very ominous woods, I should say, ominous forests.
Alright.
So
How so?
Well, there are tall, barren trees. Yet somehow,
Naked? Like, how
well,
do you
yet
bear
somehow
a tree?
how it works that there are leaves instead of being
Technically,
on the top of the
barren
tree,
means
they're near the trunk.
unable to reproduce. So if you're really going to be nitpicky with his wordplay.
Fertile trees.
But well, the leaves and branches grew at the bottom of the tree instead of the top, close to the tree.
That seems ridiculous.
It was very ridiculous. Just like this entire story, which is totally made up. Definitely not sarcasm right there.
What is sarcasm? This is a word that is
Perfect. Anyways, so we got there.
I'm confused. Is it a real story or not?
It's a fake story.
Okay, good to know. Thank you for
Don't
informing.
establish this.
Yeah, anyways, so once we got there, we ended up making a little fire just to warm up, tell spooky stories. And we got to the story about a ghost. And right as he finished the story about a ghost that wandered the woods after being left for dead by his own troop, his own army.
True. Was this guy a scout, per se?
Indeed.
Scout.
A scout?
He was
a
left
scout
for dead
is
after.
trustworthy, loyal, helpful, friendly, courteous.
Well, these scouts supposedly were not
Good
like
answer.
that.
I'm glad I now know what a scout is.
Yes.
And well, they ended up leaving them behind. Leaving them behind. And he supposedly roamed the woods. I was even thought it was made up because no one else had run to the island. No one knew of its existence. But then we noticed a skeleton.
A skeleton? Much like this one right
Yeah.
here.
Oh
Except-
my God.
It was like
Oh,
a skeleton
God.
that moved around, except it had eyes of blue fire. And as it moved towards us, it slowly matched flesh, seared on as bark from nearby trees.
So it stole the bark from the trees to become its flesh.
Indeed. And as it was going towards us, obviously we were mere sailors at the time, had no idea of how to fight, so we just all ran for our lives back to our ship and sailed back.
See? A real pirate runs away.
Exactly.
We weren't pirates then. But we
Well,
got back.
you were learning.
Story. A real pirate runs away.
Yeah, well, we got back.
Right you are.
We got back, ate some parts of the ship, and thought it was a great experience. Decided to keep sailing until we got here.
That was a mistake. But now you're wanted by the IRS and Flameheart.
Just not wanted by the Grand Maritime Union.
Oh, so now, okay, really you're flexing now? You have more bounties on you than we do?
Bounties from the other world, but they don't know I'm here. Sorry to take concern I'm dead, so I don't think I have bounty on them anymore.
I mean, oh,
I have planks.
never fear.
Look, this is...
See, actually, yeah, it's not that hard.
You set me on fire. I was too close.
All right, well, that's your fault, actually. You didn't
Dude.
adhere to proper fire safety. We need a fire marshal in the vicinity.
I'd
We need
rather
ample
not-
supply of water.
I'd rather not do that.
Well then, on to
How about
our
who's
next
next?
story.
On to our next story. Now,
Foxy, why don't you go next?
I mean, well, because I'm the host, actually. It would be very inconsiderate for me to take the spotlight away from you, Douglas.
I guess we should leave the best for last then, huh?
Yeah, exactly. Foxy, you go first. Your story sucks. I already know it.
I mean,
Oh.
it's probably better than your life of Rum.
Jeez, we're moving on to insults instead of stories? Okay.
What is this, a diss track?
Alright, Douglas, you disgust me. Grumbo, go be sad. I'm gonna leave now. Alright, good podcast, guys. That looks like that wraps it up for this episode. Anyway, I'm back.
Buddy,
I'm
it's
back.
been only 16 minutes. How could you leave so early?
You're right, I can't afford to leave right now. Okay. Let's see, what's a good story? A real entertaining story. I don't suppose. Let's see.
Your time in the ancient isles.
Oh yeah, seeing as we are kind of here now. Well, you know, I've already told you this is a place of great mystery. So while growing up on Snake Island, I had a friend, a childhood friend of mine named Dallin. So there we were, out playing in the woods when Dallin points out this odd-looking bird to me. It was an owl, believe it or not. You guys have heard of owls before, right?
I'm
I have indeed.
Well, that's good to
vaguely.
know. So that way I don't have to explain what an owl is.
Mm-hmm. Mm-hmm.
Right. So there's an owl, and normally owls go hoot hoot, right? Yeah.
I actually learned that only barn owls do that, but you know.
Awesome
well,
Jack Dort when you barn owls and Sea of Thieves.
well,
Well, then how did the myth
normally owls
become?
go hoot. Or hoot,
Okay,
or whatever you want to call it.
so that's
But-
what the owl says, right?
Yes, as a matter of fact.
Okay, okay.
But this particular owl made the typical, you know, tropical bird kind of squawk or a caw, whatever.
Please
kind of
recreate the
onomatopoeia you
noise.
call it.
Recreate the noise.
No, I'm a bigger fan of onomatopoeia than making myself sound like an idiot.
Dang it. Okay, well, anyway.
Not gonna get there now. Right.
Shut up.
Anyway, this owl, it was pretty strange. So Dallin, you know, he was like, oh, we should make some kind of contraption that we can catch the owl with. So we spent, for some reason, the next like 2 hours designing this convoluted net, made from like fishing line that we wove into a net pattern. And
That
then,
seems
it
very.
had a handle. It was mastercraft, at least from the
Wow.
eyes of a couple of like 6-year-olds. Don't worry about it.
Dang.
Anyway, so then this owl just stayed in the tree the entire time, looking at us with its big old owl eyes, and
Mhm,
we were
mhm.
offended because you know what we didn't give the owl permission to look at us, and under the COPPA Act, it actually can't.
Kappa? What does that stand for?
Stands for cease owls peeping on peculiar orphans. Now, we weren't orphans, but it still applies.
Okay, okay.
And,
Adult kids. Adult kids. I think that's what it stands for.
Sorry, did I say orphans? I'm sorry, I was confusing it for capo. Yes.
Oh, that's a different thing. Yeah,
That's
I learned about
different.
these. I learned about these in my poli-sci class.
Yes, of course.
Yeah, yeah. You're confusing. It's a common misconception between PACA and PACO. One applies to orphans. One applies to adult kids.
Yes, right, of course. I've been rowing for a while, you know, I'm just...
It's a common mistake.
Just the tiniest bit fatigued. Anyway, and so we did it. We actually caught this owl using our net that we designed. And Dallin looked at me and he said, "Do you know what this means? Yo, hey, Boxy, do you know what this means?" And I said, "Yes, Dallin, I do know what this means." And I did know what it meant, because now we caught the owl, we were able to go take it home and show everyone how cool the owl was. So we did that, and it worked, and everyone was very impressed. However, a strange man came to our house while Dallin was still there that evening, because we were all gone.
Was it the IRS?
I don't think he worked for the IRS, but I can't be sure. He was wearing a big like slate black jacket. And he had tinted sunglasses, or like, you know, unseeable through sunglasses, so I couldn't tell what his eyes looked like. And he was bald, and really intimidating. He's like, "Hello there, I've come to get that owl back from you."
It sounds like Oliva.
Oh.
Are you sure it wasn't Oliva?
You don't think it might have been? I didn't see this guy's eyes. It might have been a woman. He was wearing very concealing clothing. It could have very well been a woman.
Well, you know, if you can't see somebody's eyes, that's how people show gender. It's through their eyes. You can't tell any way else.
Well, I was thinking more because Oliva has like the Mystics, like painted eyes, you know, kind of thing.
Oh yeah. That might have been before she was a mystic, though.
Wait, you guys just hold it down.
But regardless, hang on, I gotta get the campfire going again.
Very nice, thank you.
But regardless, so this unknown individual came to ask for the owl back, and it may very well have been Oliva, because it had that same grating voice. But the problem is, I didn't offer this person a lozenge, so we'll never know.
Okay, so they didn't suck. Well, that's a good thing. You guys were our kids.
Anyway, as I was saying, before that happened, right? This individual, this unknown person, came in to ask for the owl back, and Dallin said no, and I said no, and the guy said yes, and we debated whether or not we should give him the owl back. We discussed the pros and cons. We really thought through the consequences, potential benefits, and downsides, and we convinced the guy to leave.
So you guys did a cost-benefit analysis?
Yes, actually, we had whiteboards. It was very reasonable. Eventually, you know, we determined that it was better for us to have the owl. The guy revealed that he was using it for some kind of evil plan or something involving like blowing up Ancient Spire, and he needed the owl for it or somehow. So anyway, we decided that if you blew up Ancient Spire, then well, actually, it would be very harmful to the economy of Ancient Spire if it were blown up. Like you have to.
Yeah. You guys have a lot of information for 11-year-olds.
Oh, we were 6-year-olds.
Oh, even. Yeah.
Anyway, so we told him that the economy of Ancient Spire would probably fall into decline, or at least it would have some kind of negative outcome if he were to destroy Ancient Spire. And once he realized that, he realized that it was actually there were more downsides than upsides if you blew it up. So he respectfully left, and we got to keep the owl.
Okay.
The next day, the owl then pecked Dallin very badly, and he had like his finger was badly wounded, so he got so angry that he cast out the owl, cast it aside into the outdoors, and it flew away. And I've never seen that owl to this day.
Huh.
Wait a second, it's right over there. Look at that, it's up on the ledge.
Where?
Up there, can you see it? Look, it's hooting. You can hear it.
Ooh. Oh, you're right.
Wait, never mind.
Yeah, I can hear it.
It's just a regular owl. It's hooting instead of doing the bird squawk.
Oh, dang. That's a shame.
You never.
Yeah.
I was just a little eager. Anyway, that's my story. So,
it's a very nice story.
Yeah.
Pleasant story of some 6-year-olds,
debating
doing 6-year-old things.
Yeah.
Yeah. When I was 6 years old, that's when I first went to college to get my bachelor's. We talked about the economy. It's an important thing for a 6-year-old to know.
Is this your story then? Are we moving on to your tale?
Oh no! I'm just commenting.
The 6-year-old going to college and getting a bachelor's.
Yeah, well, most 6-year-olds, it's very important that we know about the nuances of the stock market.
Yeah.
And tariffs.
I agree
the trade laws. Exactly, trade laws between our islands. It's very important for 6-year-olds. but that has nothing to do with my
Yeah,
story.
my cousin Aris, like right out the womb, who was already learning about stocks. His father, had like a whole like folder that he was given the second he was born. That, you know, doctor said congratulations, and then his dad was just like, okay, here you go.
That
now,
kid,
here's your
your
pamphlet."
stocks, yeah. I mean, I gotta admit, I don't think it's a good system to teach kids stocks and the economy before math, or in fact, actually teach them no math and only stocks. But you know, I think it's fine. I understand it perfectly.
Yes, I'm glad we're on the same page.
Mm-hmm.
So that I
Well-
guess you said that wasn't your story, so you have something else you want.
No, my story's a little spookier. So,
Here than kindly debating the logistics of blowing up ancient spire with the stranger.
that's not super spooky.
It's
That's
spookier
more.
than a skeleton using burning bark onto its flesh. To use its flesh.
That does seem pretty spooky. Wait, do you not suppose this skeleton? Oh, never mind.
What skeleton? I didn't see any skeleton.
Yeah, what's going?
Okay. Oh, sorry. They must be the souls.
Right then.
We're seeing things.
Okay, get to the point, Douglas. What's
All right.
Someone's gonna show up. Someone eventually is gonna come over here and be like, "Hey, welcome to Thieves Haven." Until that happens, we gotta keep on telling stories.
Exactly. It's bound to
Cool
happen
story.
eventually. So it was a night or a day just like this, but it was really dark that day because there was a solar eclipse happening the entire day.
Whoa.
And there were these three people walking through the palm tree forest. Just your average solar eclipse day, you know, that happens every once in a while. Right, so they're walking through the forest, and still, one of them trips on a bone. They look down at the bone, and they find it's just a deer bone. They consider it to be nothing, and then they walk on. Until
Makes sense. Yeah.
another one of them trips again, but it was just a chicken bone. So they decide to walk on. And then, finally, another one trips again. But this time, it wasn't on a bone. It was on a book. They read the book very intently. And they read this book long into the hours of the night. I can tell you sounded very scared. And because of the solar eclipse, there was no moon that night to illuminate anything. So they decided to build a campfire, very similar to this one. They decided to read this book over the campfire. One of them would narrate each chapter. They called it, it was like a book club for them.
Pirate book club.
It was similar to that, yes. Yeah, so they decided to read this book. And then, after they read the book, they decided they went to bed. But, yeah, they went to bed. They slept by the campfire because they didn't want to go home. And they were having fun. Until about 2 hours later, a blood-curdling scream went through the forest, and they awoke to find that one of them was missing. It was Judy Wrench, the leader of the group. She was gone.
Judy Wrench, huh?
Judy Wrench, yes. They went looking for this Judy lady to find that she was nowhere in sight, even though they had heard the scream recently that sounded like Judy screaming. They figured it was nothing and she probably went to the bathroom, and they decided to go back asleep again. Then when they awoke in the morning, they found that the book and Judy were gone. And Judy was not going to the bathroom, but is instead gone and not there anymore.
Well, I mean, how did they know that though? You know? I mean, maybe she's just taking her time. You know, like the ladies are always slower in the bathroom. I wouldn't underestimate like an 8-hour
No idea.
visit to the restroom.
I mean, this is exactly, this is what they assumed. So when they went back into town, they were surprised to see Judy not in the bathroom, because they just assumed she was, you know, in the bathroom.
Not in the bathroom. That's terrible.
Yes. She
Preposterous.
was clutching the book, which had gone missing earlier. They thought it was nothing until later that night,
Mm-hmm.
when they all went to sleep again. Yeah, they went to sleep again. But they
did.
never woke up because they were brutally murdered in their sleep.
By whom?
And then,
My
when the police came in to discover what had happened after their parents had called in, they found only bloody remains of an arm and a hand from different people and a book. Very similar to the book right here.
Oh, what's this book about? This journal seems to be...
Don't read it! Don't read it! Don't read it!
Oh, I read that one ages ago, man. It's fun.
What?
I'm gonna back away from Grumbo now.
So Grumbo, how are you feeling?
Yeah, you're not gonna go scream and disappear into the middle of the night, are you?
Years ago.
I guess
Wait.
we're good then. I guess there's no
You-
reason to be concerned. I'm gonna go stand next to Grumbo.
You don't think Grumbo is Judy Wrench?
Well, I'm not a girl, so yeah.
I don't know. You got pigtails.
You
Let me just look down a sec. And yep, I'm not a girl.
are you
That's
sure?
inappropriate.
That is pretty. This is a PG
You're not
podcast.
wearing a
Come
shirt.
on. Yeah, put some clothes on.
Yeah, I'm a guy. I'm not wearing a shirt.
All right, so he admits it. He is a man.
Yeah.
But what if
I've
Judy
admitted it.
Wrench is, in fact, a non-gender assuming name? That could be a guy.
I'm pretty sure Judy is a
feel-
girl's name.
Also, I feel like you
I've
specified
seen
that
male
in the story.
Judys. One of my friends was Judy.
Well, I feel like you would have
Well,
specified the
but
gender.
that doesn't
of the
mean
person in the
okay.
story.
never mind.
I'm pretty sure you said she.
Yeah,
I
what
did
I
say
think.
that. But Judy Wrench could be anybody. Because the
She
part
could be
that I
for
did...
us.
You guys didn't read on the extra extended
Wait,
edition, the lore book. You didn't read the lore book,
What-
which
that's
explains...
exactly what the Judy Wrench would say. Admit it, Rummy Douglas.
Oh, shit, Alabama.
Admit it, Rummy Douglas, and also Grumbo Chill.
I gotta
Okay, what makes me
confess.
think?
I did change my name. I did used to be Wrench Judy. But the book has nothing to do with this. I haven't murdered anybody. I
You know,
didn't murder anyone. What?
He's equivocating. How long is
I
it since
haven't-
you murdered someone?
I told you I didn't murder anybody.
Yeah, ... in the last week, right?
No. No. It was the book that murdered them. It wasn't me! Ah!
Hey, come back. You're gonna disturb the other people on this island.
Oh,
Wait,
true,
we'd
true.
have seen people by now, wouldn't we?
Oh, yeah.
It's been a really long time,
At
actually.
least 2 days.
We should probably go investigate.
I'll take the rowboat inward. I mean, the island's got that kind of
You think
gap
that?
area.
Yeah, why don't we do that next time?
Next time on Rowboat Talk.
Well, looks like that's the last of them. I've got police to police, so I'm heading off now. Good day it is. Raymond David Grumbo was played by Andrew Morris, Stephen Boxey was played by Stuart Lund, and Rummy Douglas was played by Jameson Brewer. Promotional art by Stuart Lund, theme song by Jameson Brewer.